Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the finale, the final episode of Fringe, season 5 episode 13. It's probably got a title, I don't know what that is, but it's probably ends with part 2. Well, I'll just go along with that. In the last episode we had a bit of a diversion to the plan, in that Olivia had to rescue the boy to stop him from being essentially dissected. The observers of the future know the importance of the boy, his superior intellect, his emotional capabilities, his sheer power. But they're going about things wrong. They just want to kill him and study him. Very human response, really, considering they are supposed to have eliminated those sort of emotions. When you think about it, don't understand it, kill it. Yeah, I think they've missed the whole point there of exactly what use the boy is to them. But never mind, hopefully they will work it out in the next 45 minutes. Actually 43 minutes and 13 seconds apparently. We don't know. Oh, the machine doesn't work, does it? And September went to one of his ally observers. You owe me a favour. I wonder what that's all about, and I wonder if we can trust him. Not September, I mean the other guy. December or whatever. I don't know if at this point Winmark might disagree with his superiors about a few things. Don't know why I think that. It's just he tackled the boy head on. I don't think he was the one that suggested the dissection, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't the one that dissected. I only watched it 5 minutes ago and I can't remember how the conversation went. They were both pretty much pro dissection. I think Winmark might have been a little bit more pro than the other guy. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't think Winmark's going to be questioning his orders. Scrub that. No, I don't know. Let's find out.
This is the trigger I needed. It's an initiating reactor. It's lost its charge. Without this piece, I cannot reset time.
If your plan is successful, we will cease to exist.
If our plan doesn't succeed, they will cease to exist. I took a risk, even coming to see you, because I believe that the people of this era are worth saving.
And they won't cease to exist. Time will reset for them as well.
Oh, it's me. Where are you?
We have the boy. We're on our way.
Once that news starts breaking, I want to be out of here. I'm gonna get a few things we'll need and come directly to you.
Too late.
Good enough. I'll speak soon.
Very too late.
Here you are, sir. The checkpoints.
Thank you, Carol. I'll be gone for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, you know. Every war requires sacrifice. Or something. I mean, could facing the very possibility that everyone dies at the end of this. Balls might be brought back. If time's reset.
The fugitives knew precisely where we were holding the prisoner.
You think that information came from someone in my division?
We are exploring all possibilities. I do not wish to keep you any longer from your duties. Remain vigilant, Philip.
Yeah, no, they're watching him. They know.
How do we get to the 2167?
That's what the magnet is for.
It's used as a launch platform. It will hold the cylinder at the precise axis it needs to be to enter the wormhole, ensuring that the cylinder reaches its destination. And the scrolls are to help us set those cylinders precisely.
And Michael?
He walks through.
Wormhole, 2167. He'll meet the scientist in Oslo, Norway. And that meeting will change the course of human evolution.
Are you
How would he know who
sure?
the scientist is?
They're following me. Windmark is letting me lead them to you. I'll lead them around as long as I can. But it's only a matter of time before they realize I'm not leading them to you. If I'm caught, they'll read me. I can protect my thoughts, but there's only so long that'll last.
Okay, Windwalker's not going to read you because we're going to come and get you.
The most important thing is the plan.
Listen to
Yeah.
me, Philip. You need to tell me where you are.
Olivia,
No. You know it doesn't work like that, Olivia.
Just tell me where.
They've all lived this war for 20 odd years. Olivia still doesn't figure how it works.
This tape is addressed to me. It's your handwriting.
I sent you a letter. It contains something of mine.
What letter, Walter?
I imagine you called me to ask why would you send such a strange letter. So you came to find me at the lab. But I was not to be found. I was here one moment, then vanished from the face of the earth the next. I want you to know I'm fine. And living many, many years from now.
Huh?
What is this, Walter?
You will never see me again, because it had to be this way to ensure the future of our humanity.
That's the other Walter.
I wasn't truthful with you. I do know what that
Oh no. He's the scientist, isn't he? He's the scientist in 2167.
This is what I'm supposed to do. I want you to give Olivia your daughter back.
Could he be the scientist? The Norwegian scientist? Now I think about it, it seems that's still a paradox.
This was taken from one of the original 12 scientific expedition team. Your order to monitor the remaining members was wise. When December traveled to the future and procured this unit, I was notified. They intend to reset time.
They've caught on pretty well, pretty quickly, considering like an episode ago they didn't really have a clue what they were doing.
Remember when I told you that we had a long way to go before seeing her again? It's not that long anymore.
Oh.
When I saw Peter and saw what he meant to you, and I understood what my feelings were and why they were important. I can't communicate with him in traditional ways. When I take his hand and I lead him, he'll know that I love him.
Let's be your father.
So did he save Peter in the other universe just so that he could learn how to be a father? it was August that saved him, but
It is acceptable. I am your ally.
he gave it up right at the end. Not his fault, of course, he tried. Oh. Okay, that's a bit gross. I thought they were just going to incapacitate them all.
It is entering this wing. Evacuate.
Every fringe anomaly they've ever encountered all in one. Yep. And he's sealed off, so it's not affecting him. That's good. Have they got a spare gas mask? Right now he's being exposed.
We're gonna get you out of here.
You don't know how lucky you are this room has no ventilation. Trust me.
Olivia, where are you? We've got the cube. And Agent Royals.
Yay. We haven't got long to conclude this.
What did I say? That is cold!
Well, I guess a lot of the elements did come into play in the end. Uh-oh.
Get the boy!
What happened there? Residue Crotexophan. Oh, was it him? Oh, now September can't take him. Yeah, it's turned into a massacre. So it was always going to be water. It was always going to be water. And now time's reset. This is where the invasion started, wasn't it? And no invasion. We're going to find out what happened to Walter though. We're not going to find out what happened to Walter. Oh. I mean, I'm glad, but I mean, we know kind of what happened to the rest of them, but I want to see it. They still remember all their work with Fringe before that happened, didn't they? White tulip. Now he knows what that means. Okay, that was the very last episode of Fringe, and I've got to say, I mean, I want another episode. Of course, I am happy that we got that end scene that clarified that no invasion in fact took place. I feel that's the only conclusion we've got. Like literally everything else was still building towards the end. Brave, unusual, I think, because coming towards the end, I think you would set everything up towards like virtually concluding in the second from last episode, and have the final episode as a more of a coda to the series, or at least half of it. And by the time everything wrapped up, by the time the plan had initiated the way, well, in the way they expected it to go, there was no time left to observe, you know, Walter arriving in the future. The first few minutes of him orientating, I wouldn't mind of seeing that. Something of Astrid, something that signified that the Fringe that we've watched, the Fringe divisions, investigations over 4 seasons, still happened for them, because the invasion only happened right at the end. But then again, it all started with the observers, didn't it? And if the observers never existed, then would there have been a Fringe division? Would any of that have ever happened? Oh, this is more complicated than I actually thought. I mean, yeah, it was a great finale. Let's put those 2 episodes that ended this season were absolutely spot on, absolutely brilliant, full of action, really great music, really building up the tension, lots of things, not everything, but lots of things coming together in small and significant ways. Yeah, it was everything I could have hoped for. I just feel a little bit cheated by not being able to see Astrid's life, Walter's life, just for a few minutes, just an introduction to what they might be going into going forward. Because just because the show's stopped doesn't mean that in universe life doesn't continue. You know, Walter still did things to a kind of you can't continue a series forever. I know, and a series like Fringe always had that capacity for that, like just one more episode. I just want to see what happens next, especially towards the later end of it. It's a shame that it actually took so long to really start moving, like an entire series and a half at least, before we really started to see some motion, some forward development. Not that I disliked that, but given that it had its final death tolls in season 5, in hindsight, maybe it wasn't such a great idea to stretch things out so far. But of course, they wasn't to know that at the time. And I suppose because of its very, very similar style at that in the beginning to X-Files, I suppose the writers had every right to expect it was going to get, you know, a good run, a good 9 seasons, maybe something equal to X-Files, you know, an X-Files for the modern era, as it was then. And I think maybe that at some point they realised that it wasn't going to have the sort of run they wanted, and they really started pushing the plot and pushing towards the end, or towards an end. And I'm just thankful that the studios, the people that were financing this series, had the foresight and the integrity, I will say, the integrity to cancel the show but allow them to finish off the story. Half a season. It's not. It's a compromise, isn't it? It's not a full season, 24 episodes or whatever. Half a season, just to wrap things up for the viewers, because that's what it's for. I mean, the writers may care a little bit, but they'll move on to another project, and the studio obviously doesn't care because they've already cancelled it. So it is pure integrity for the viewers that we get this epilogue, this ending. So absolutely thumbs up. I don't remember who produced it, who were the studio, who were the producers, who were the money providers for this, but well done for, you know, having some balls to finance something that you know is going to get cancelled, just to conclude the story for the viewers that have spent many hours invested in it. I think this is an ending. It's not the ending I wanted, and it's not the ending I expected. Not to say I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I didn't really have that many expectations for the ending anyway. I had no idea where it was going to go, as you know. But it wasn't the ending I wanted. But only in a really, really small and insignificant way. I can live with that. And it does open up a lot for fan fictions if they ever wanted to bring it back for a spin-off or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen at this stage. It's 10 years old now. But it opens it up for audio dramas, books that can continue the story. I mean, one of my favourite, should we say, fantasy-ish series is The Almighty Johnsons from New Zealand. That didn't give me the ending I wanted either. I still liked it. I'm trying to justify my negativity there. It was a good finale. The two, I mean, they had different titles. I got that wrong, but it was enjoyable. It was enthralling. There was a couple of times where I was really aware that I hadn't spoken or possibly even breathed for quite a while, because I was just on the edge of my seat. I mean, a lot of that had to do with how dark it was. Why do they do that? A rant for another time. So this is it. This is the final of Fringe, and it wraps up my YouTube reactions career, if you can call it that. It's been a fun journey. I've gone through lots and lots of different things. I'm going to make a video at some point later as a wrap up to the reactions, and I will be back at some point, possibly next year now, with some different content, some non-reaction content. It's not going to be for everyone, but for patrons, I will say, it's, unless you're really intent on going back and re-watching my Lost reactions, my Once Upon a Time reactions, whatever I've got up on Patreon. But if you're there for new stuff, then there isn't going to be any for many months now. So I would unsubscribe. I am going to keep the Patreon page up for those people that do want to watch the backlog of reactions that I've got there. But I will not be, and I cannot stress this enough, I will not be posting anything of any significance, and it's highly doubtful anything at all, for probably at least 3 to 4 months. So I thank you for your patronage. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me through some troubling times and some very slow moving reactions. There was nothing I could do about that. I tried to get the reactions up as much as I could, but things get in the way, which is why I'm now taking a break, because my life has taken a little bit of a different turn at the moment, and I'm not going to be able to dedicate any time at all to video making. Not at the moment. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this and other stuff over the months and years. And I will maybe see you soon. Maybe see you soon. Hopefully. For now, I will just say au revoir till we meet again. Bye-bye.